giving topic to Aruna. Study a place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside is love in the room. If you wanna have to girl, take care, they bust the files. When if it's in her loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room.
Call your work and tell them about noon. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about noon. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way.
Me love you like mango. I better you give me some love.
And we're back at it again on this Monday, November 3rd. It's a brand new day, a brand new month, filled with endless possibilities, as always. I hope everyone is doing well. Come on in the room so we can kick it off. We got lots to talk about. On Mondays, we kind of have a sort of open mic situation. We discuss things that probably transpired from our last day, from which will be on Thursday. Yeah, so that's what it's all about. Mondays we sort of catch up. So hope you'll join me in doing that. Quite a bit has been happening, and I wanna talk about it. Hold on. Let me pull up my screen. Yeah, so good morning to you, my listeners. Thank you so much for choosing Power 95, and not forgetting our viewers on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for being here as well. Our listeners on radio, 95.1, 95.3, and those of you listening via the app, thank you so much as well for being here. And to my peeps on the app, remember you can download it and take us with you wherever you go. Yeah, so you don't miss a thing. Anyways, guys, it is always wonderful to be in your presence, be in your company, and today is certainly no exception. Before we move on, just want to say happy birthday. Hold on, let me put my thing on mute. Happy birthday to all the birthday celebrants celebrating birthdays today. Our girl Lisa, who's always in the chat with us, kindly wish her a happy birthday. It is Lisa's birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. It's also Dre, Dr. Dre, our Dre's birthday today. Happy birthday, Dre. Rita celebrated on the weekend. Rita Augustine, hope you had a wonderful celebration, Reeds. And who else? There's so many Scorpios, I swear. Let me just move on with way too many Scorpios on here, man. Dawn, your birthday, Christine Kuja. Okay, happy birthday, Christine Kuja. Wishing you a happy birthday today. Hope you have a wonderful celebration. Who's here with us? Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Shante. Good morning, Jackie Douglas Adams. Jackie, how's the weather treating you up the road? Good morning, Marianne. Who else is here? G-Eds, Rachel. Happy new month, happy new week, everybody. Riggy, good morning. Happy Monday to you as well. Roxanne Scott, good morning. Kendra, good morning. Tommy Pascal. Who else is here? Lydia James. How's the folks in Canada? Good morning. Shauna Dakota, good morning. Carla, Janelle Hood, Christelle Richards. Who else is here in the room with us? Trisha Franklin, and of course the birthday girl is here. Happy birthday to you again, Lisa. More life, more blessings. Renda Lamade, Elon Dabrio, Jay Laborde, listening from Lagos, Nigeria, 4 p.m. How do you pronounce your name? Okizi Ikugo. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, anyways, welcome from Lagos, Nigeria. It's one of my dreams to visit Nigeria one of these days. Marvelyn Thomas, Jay Laborde, Wise King, Unison Joseph, big up yourself, Janelle Simeon Mitchell, Precious Joel, Darren Oxford, big up yourself, Daniel Dubisette, big up yourself, Duby, Rachel Samuel, who else? Barbara Alexander Phillips, good morning, Precious Joel, Sprain your neck doing what? Cam Simeon, good morning, sis. Hope you're good. Yvette James, everyone in the room, Wendy Samuel. It's cold already. Oh, I know. Y'all, and Canada is always cold. Ali, good morning. Shireen, who else is here? Hal, good morning. That place raining. Hal. Me even know this people in my life, to be honest. Listen, right now, even sugar bad mind me the way life sweet. So I ain't have time for them drums and them and idle people who have nothing else. Listen, the way lifing these days, and you are here today, gone tomorrow. Before you know it, you have one like an ache and you're thinking it's nothing. Or people would say, drink some hot tea, everything is gas. So you have a headache, go and drink some Fenzik. And boom, you seen us at a rest in peace on your wall. People wall, they're gone. So I honestly, I just think it's people that's looking for attention and they don't have it in their life, because there's no way you could be busy and your life is happening and things that you'll have time to make fake profiles, to run people down, to say the most and hide behind a fake profile. My thing is, if you're so sure on what you're saying, stand 10 toes down on what you're saying and put it on your real page. I mean, if you know what you're saying to be true, why you need to hide? The truth needs no defense. So if what you're saying is true, say it with all your chest, say it with 10 toes down in the sand, and let the chips fall where they may. But I don't know in 2025 that people are still... Guys, we're not here for a long time, eh? I'm not sure if you all are paying attention. And I happened to glance, I was scrolling through, the TV channels. By the way, I don't even know why I have TV in my house, because you spend so much time on your social media. Hey, Chantel. You good? Bonjour. Smiley, good morning. Della Fletcher, good morning. Akira, yes, Akira Patterson celebrated. What's Akira's name again? Patterson? Akira celebrated yesterday. A lot of all you too much and plentiful. Desiree Andrews says, good morning, Grenada from Guyana. Who else? Siobhan, Julian. Hey, Sarana, good to see you over here. Shireen, good morning. Yeah, hold on, I was trying to find something. Let me just find it quickly before we get on into the business. I have to find it again. But anyway, coming up on Saturday, we have the Grenada Caribbean Music Festival. So just a reminder to get yourselves together. We're going to have from Jamaica, Protege, Mortimer, Savannah. Is it Savannah? Savannah, yeah. Alongside Terra the Governor, Dread Lion, Cole Baldio, Sakina, Talpree, Terra the Governor, who else? Boise, Wasways, Dash. So it's going to be like, a carnival after carnival. There's a lot going on, hosted by Jefferson. It's going to be good. So it's a nice lineup of reggae plus soca this Saturday, November 8th. It's on the Port Louis lawn. Come out early, dress comfortably to come enjoy good music, good vibes, good company, and the work. So that's this Saturday on the lawn at Port Louis. It's all about the Grenada Caribbean Music Festival, and it promises to be a good one. Yeah, good vibes. A lot of our artists are there. A lot of our local artists or Grenadian superstars are there. So looking forward to seeing them, as well as the folks from Jamaica. And Akeem, good morning. Andrea, good morning. Are you coming? Aloe Bailey, good morning. Imon Redhead, good morning. Clarina, hope you enjoy the sun because the cold in nearly low up the road. Moving on. So on this weekend, I had another reminder as to why you shouldn't put your mouth in man and woman business. Listen, and whatever they feel to do, tell them, you know what, whatever you decide, I'll support. But you see, they put in your mouth in people's business, like how many of us did for the last year and a half with Renroy, Blacker Ogies. We open our mouth, join him all over the place. We hand in the air, we whining low. I'm glad you go. I never happy before. Yada, yada, yada. And the Omando good and da-da-da-da-da. And she pretending that she happy. Only for Renroy to come out and have to let us know after we do all of that, he and the woman still jamming, still in a relationship, still doing what they've been doing before. He come and tell us it's a blessing the day he left the lever. You see? They think we is enemies. If they know about it, they wouldn't believe. We still jamming. We still jamming. Still jamming. Boy, we still jamming. Jamming on the low. Them don't know about it. What they know about it? They think we is enemies. If they know about it, they wouldn't believe. We still jamming. We still jamming. Still jamming. Boy, we still jamming. Jamming on the low. Them don't know about it. We jamming on the low. Them don't know about it. All we friend them think that we over.
Yeah, done. Late in the night when I tell you come over, you just come. If I is the captain, you is the sailor, both and we come as one. 9.9 not quick, not shaking the spot. I see you down in the bed, winding up till you're wet, making your face up vex. I'm not pass you straight. We don't involve all we friends. Now we have to pretend. But soon as the party end, we link up again. We still jamming.
I tell you, shame like a dog is my name right now. I believe that never make me shame so in my life because the way we beat up blessings is the way we have people that come move on with the life. He start to see way things working out for him, everything nice and sunshiny and sunflowers, and we happy for him for a year, almost 2 years that we happy for Blacker. Happy blessings thing working out. Only for Blacker to turn around and tell us he and the woman still jamming. If shame was a person, I swear it was me. Because y'all know from day one when Blessing came on, they want to beat a Blessing. Because I say, like, you know what? All of us could relate to Blessing. We all had this one person on glad come out of our life. There was like blight. Soon as they move, we start to see we way. Only to realize his toxicity Blacker was involved in. That's why the callers always say, Marcus always say, stay toxic. Because he had like the toxicity in this relationship. And it's a shame that we know all of us support him, that he can't come out in the daylight. So you had to hide. You had to hide and see one another and pretend they're talking to one another around people. But when their four eyes meet, they're still jamming. So all of the blessings and all the hand we put in the air and we wind down low and glad she go was in vain. Y'all didn't realize Blacker take us on big papi show? All the glad we was glad the woman go, we glad the man go. He's still jamming you, man. And watch us here. Like Mary and had a little lamb and the three little pigs ball. We. That's we right now, you know. We. The man still jamming and having the time of his life. I feel betrayed, honestly. I feel the betrayal. I need Blacker to come in the room and explain this betrayal to us because the way we were invested in this relationship, the way we joined the world and invest with time in this relationship, and happy for him that he glad he seen his way and yada yada yada. Boy. The wife right there, and she happy about it too. Jackie, that's like you on Kawash. So you see, after I sit down with you in Brooklyn and give you a whole set of advice like my child, like my little sister, and tell you that relationship is not for you. Leave the man and go about your business. You deserve better. You're a wonderful young lady, ambitious, smart. And 2 Tuesdays you come back and and you and Kawash was still jamming. That is how I felt, and I feel it again. So if I had learned this time, I would never learn again. Because I talked to you, and wasn't a month after you come back when I was in New York. I got September. No, I lied. That time was wrong. Wrong February, around my birthday. I think I made a trip for my birthday. And you come and pick me up, we go out to take me around, yada yada yada. And we talking and I'm like, as a little sister, as my child, let me advise you on, being more experienced and them relationship and them doesn't go no way. So you might as well beat a hasty retreat. That wasn't like February, February. Between March, April, by Easter, Jackie, they holding hand in music festival with the same relationship that I sit down and give a counseling on. Who I see walking up and down in Steve Duncan Music Festival holding hand, hard, up and down like she was the Governor General giving eye up and down, holding hand. There and then I say, you know what? If you ain't learn, you would never learn again. Now look, this one, Blacker come back with he and human still jamming. But what we gonna do? We gonna still jam with this song regardless, right? Because I see this one really, really, really making moves. Because what I love the most about Blacker is his songs is like a story. And if you follow it from start to finish, it gives you the beginning, you get the middle, and then you get the end. And it's not a song. His songs aren't songs that tell you about a big stone, and then, I see a bird in the sky, and then I see a homeless man walking across the road and start to whine on somebody. No, his songs all give a storyline that you can follow and can relate to. That's why, I think he is worthy of all that he's getting, because he's put in the work, he's been consistent, and I really love the fact that he continues to stick to what he knows. He's true to himself. That is his style. His style is like storytelling through music. And even though other people maybe have things that or have songs, or sometimes you look at other artists that have songs that works for them, that is their niche. That is their thing. He's not trying to song like anybody else, be like anybody else. He is authentic and true to what he loves, and that is what I really, really, really like about it. Yeah, I really, really like about him. He really, really knows how to. You're too fast, Jay. Yeah, yeah, Papa. See, wait. That's Kathy, so because Kathy, but if you listen to this song, even before he make the money to see Wade, they never left. You understand it? Before he make all of the money, there was still it was a blessing. Was a blessing the day you leave me. They never left. They were still jabbing, but he couldn't come out because of shame. Because we so many of us came out and sang and spoke and stand up was strong with him. So it had nothing to do with the money. Just because he see you to make money with that song, you think she don't want to spend some of that money. The man, no, listen to the song. They never leave. When you're vexed, you don't say thing, and you're done today. By the time you make a talk back tomorrow, you think, but because you made such a public thing, because you came out publicly with it. If he had done with the woman in private, it was a difference. But he come out and tell thousands and millions of people across the world that the day she left was a blessing. But they never left. They left people. That's why we always talk about toxicity. We break up today, but tomorrow, stay out of people's business. So that is the moral of the story. Stay out of people's business and mind your own. That's all. It's also played from his 2013 song Whole Day We Jamming. I'm telling you. So we learn we lesson. As Randall said, I bong to learn. So right now, I learn my lesson. I bong to learn it and I learn it. Stay out of people's business. Stay out of people's relationship. When they ask you to leave or to stay, say whatever you choose to do, I will support you. You stay, I will support you. You leave, I will support you. So I just had to get it off my chest because whole weekend that hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. Lydia says he's not new to this, he's true to it. Moving on. So Hal, that was one of the things on my agenda this morning to talk about. And before I get to that, this situation in Jamaica, I'm not sure how many of you are following it up, but it is dire. It is worse than what we thought, and in order to get a clearer picture, you literally have to be on like TikTok, where people within the communities are showing what's going on. And on the weekend, the government put out an official 28 deaths, but it could be more based on, reports and people still missing. It could be more, but that is their official count. There are those that are unaccounted for. And I'm sure that those numbers will definitely be more. The amount of deaths. There are homes that collapsed. There are homes that got washed away with people in them. Roofs that fell on people in their homes, and a gentleman who tried to escape and apparently got a heart attack and died in the yard while trying to get away from his home. So it is brutal. It is, and there are still a lot of communities, although there are pledges of help, and I know the recovery will be a good thing, but all for now, the couple days after, it's the roughest. And people expect things to happen, hurricane today and normalcy tomorrow. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. There are so many who are calling on governments, but from what I'm seeing and hearing on TikTok, there are places that they are cut off in terms of the road, broken bridges, damaged roads. There's a lot of clearing of roads to do, a lot of cleaning up to do in order to get to these areas. There are people who say they have no food since the hurricane, no water. And it really means they have to do more volunteerism. People in the communities, and we saw it here. Like, don't know if it's a case of shock or whatever it is, but within communities, people have to start getting up and helping to make the process easier, to lighten the load. But it's like people are just sitting waiting for the government to get to them. All the strong, able-bodied men in the community start helping to clear the roads, move some of the debris from the road so help can come your way. And another thing that the reports are saying is that while they're trying to do that, criminal elements are still out. Imagine, I was looking at a clipping yesterday which says that people who was bringing stuff to a certain area to help, the gunmen relieved them of everything they had, even their phones, took everything they could. So it's like, even in a disaster, people still have this criminal mentality. You would think in a disaster where everybody practically has to start from scratch, where everybody lose their entire life's possessions, everything is gone, flattened, weren't able to save anything. There are still people who trying to still, you know, criminal elements are still robbing. I mean, I could excuse the looting, etc. If the supermarkets, because there's another video, the gentleman saying, you know what, they don't have any food, so they have to loot. They don't have a choice. But there are people who are just doing it for doing it, and there are others who are doing it to live because they don't have any food. They lost everything. Aid is not has not gotten to them as yet. So it is rough. It is rough. And, you know, it's not like Grenada where you can literally go on Grenada in a day. Jamaica is a big place, millions of people. And some of these people are unaccounted for. Some of these people, like, they live in little homes, zinc homes, and, you know, there's no records really, no insurance, no nothing. So it's going to be a long, long, long road to recovery. But on the other side, help is on its way. There's a lot of, you know, governments, the UK government, the US, and other folks are pledging, and even their own people, Sean Paul, the Shaggies, the Vibes Cartel, all the big superstars, they're pledging. What's her name? Spice. I saw Lady Saw open her home to single mothers. She has a big house in Jamaica, so she opened it up to single mothers to have a roof over their head. So they're doing their bit. They're doing their bits. But in all of that, they still have to be careful, because while they're trying their utmost to make things happen, there are criminal elements who are intent on you know, carrying out criminal activities, even though there are people who are, even the TikTokers who have gone into their pockets or who have raised funds to what's his name, Romish, and whoever else. They've done a lot in terms of the Auntie Donnas, you know, to help raise funds and buy stuff, food and tarpaulin and all sorts of things to help. There are still others who are intent on just, it's not even a hurricane could change somebody. Like, okay, like, you're born a criminal, you're gonna die a criminal. Not even something like a hurricane that literally wiped out homes, villages, communities. People died. I don't know. Something is wrong with us as human beings, man. Rihanna. There's a lot of names, but the thing about it is, folks, we have to be extremely careful what we take from social media, because I have to be doing, every time I see something, I go research it. Go check ChatGPT, go Google, use different resource tools to see if it's true. Because there's a lot of people with nothing else to do who are putting out stuff that are absolutely untrue. I searched for that thingy with Rihanna. There's no evidence to support that. There's one with Drake saying Drake is donating 30 million. No evidence to support that. So people are just putting things out. And if you read the stories, they are similar. So somebody's using the same template to put things out saying these, I'm sure they're going to help, but for now, there's nothing, no legitimate, the legitimacy to it that they're actually helping. And I usually go check like the Jamaica Observer, the Jamaica Star, all those news networks out of Jamaica to see if they have it, because they are putting out a lot of information, a lot of reports, and they have nothing on their pages to support these claims that that Rihanna and Drake and whoever else are giving these 30 million and how much $1 million. Nothing on their pages as yet, but I'm sure they will. But so far, people are just putting out a whole lot of propaganda, and people listen. If we're not careful, this AI thing is going to be the death of a lot of people, because so many people are seeing AI stuff and thinking it's real. For example, there was this video with sharks swimming in a pool, and they claimed it was a result of the hurricane that brought these sharks into the swimming pool. And people actually were sharing it, and I'm like, just look at the shark in the water. Look at the ripple. You have to be observant. You have to carefully look, because they're so good at it that if you don't pay attention, you would believe half of the things that you're seeing now. Even photos and videos showing places in Jamaica and things. No, nada. So yeah, before you share, you have to be very, very careful. They've done a good job with the AI business, but you have to look. There are still subtle signs. You have to, when you look at the sharks in the water, look at the ripple. You can see that it's just cutting the. You're not seeing nothing. So you see shark frolicking in water, and the water wouldn't be moving, like splashing up around them. You have to be careful, and also people who are prone to help, like when we had our issues with Beryl, and then the government set up their own portal where you can direct funds to them. Around this time, a lot of scammers, con artists, scammers, they pop out from everywhere, creating GoFundMe's, creating this link, that link, that link. The government of Jamaica have an official link if you want to contribute directly to them, that you can do so. So many charity this, charity that, fund. All of a sudden, everybody have a foundation. Out of nowhere, everybody just popping up with foundation. So if people want to give, make sure that you're giving to people that will get your hard-earned dollars and put it to use, and not put it in their pockets. Yeah, I agree, but they need help. But how do y'all, Jason, how do y'all do charity in your country? Jay, I'm not sure what you mean when you say, I agree, but how do you all do charity in your country? Like I said, we I guess as much you're from Jamaica, right? But the thing is, we are so much smaller than Jamaica, so it's easier. When we had Hurricane Ivan, we had Emily, we had just the other day, last year, we had Hurricane Beryl. We are still recovering for the most part from those hurricanes. But like I said, we are smaller, so it's easier to manage. We have our NADMA, and we have other local charity branches that help to spearhead some of the recovery and some of the aid to people. And money isn't given to anybody. And like I said, that's why we had last year, when we had Beryl, the government had a portal where you can send your funds directly to them. So it wasn't just anybody jumping out of the woodworks and saying, I'm this charity person, or I have this foundation and send money to me. They tried, but they really worked hard to shut them down and to direct all funds, all monetary contributions to the government portal. So they were responsible for any monetary collection. People who collected food, that's a different story. People got food and clothing, and so you can't eat all this tin food, so you had to give away. So even if people take 2 tin for themselves, you have to give it away. That's whatever. But the finance part of it, the money part of it, the government was responsible for it. So all funds were channeled through the government and not everybody by the wayside. But we are smaller, like I said, so it's easier for us to deal with it compared to, Jamaica. We're 100 and how many thousand people? Y'all are in the millions, So someone, Ernest says, you're seeing people post was lost like a muscular this week. I never seen any caption say that I was put it in the work. Posting picture. Oh, like workout picture. Like they're big last week and this week they're muscular. Yeah, so it's all AI. You have to be very, 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 very careful. So my thing is, yes, they need the help. Yes, they need the support, but they also need to be very careful because, like Shamika says, a lot of scamming gonna take place. A lot of scamming gonna take place. So people have to be very, very careful. I like how you're all thinking about people in Jamaica, but walk past their own people in the country with their nose up. I like how you're all thinking about people in Jamaica, but walk past their own people in their country with their nose up. Not sure what that means, but yeah. At the end of the day, it's one Caribbean, and little or much we're gonna make our own contributions when the government indicates it is time to do so. Housing will be one of the things that I'm sure will be needed immediately because so many people lost their homes. So many people lost their homes. And it's not like homes that like when we lost the roof, so you could put on some tarpaulin until you're able to put back the roof properly. And I hope there will be something in place because it's hard to like mandate people have building standards when you're not in a position, because we have a lot of people who are not in a position to put on the concrete roof and what have you. It's because they just can't. They're just not in a position to. So you're going to knock up some zinc, you're going to knock up some board, and I just hope we will have some better building standards because based on what they're saying, hurricanes will get stronger in the coming years. What we've seen in Jamaica, we're going to see even more of that. They're not getting any weaker with all this climate change and everything we got going on. They're getting stronger. So building back better, like they're doing in Carriacou to withstand hurricane, for the most part, is the way to go. And I hope with all the billions and billions and millions of dollars that they're donating to Jamaica, that the people who needed their homes will be rebuilt to those standards and not just, knock up 2 pieces of wood, knock up 2 zinc, and that's it. Those who need the help ought to get the help. Who lost their roof, make sure that they put on proper roof. So it's going to be a long, hard road to recovery, but people just have to be positive. You have to put a hand. You can't just sit back and wait and put your hand up in the sky and hope manna will fall from it. Do your part, help in the cleanup process to make the work easier so that the aid can get to you, because there's a lot of reports of aid going only to one particular place because I guess it's easier to get there. It's easier to get there. Other parts, it's with so much damage, so many broken roads and bridges. You're seeing so many landslides. It's impassable. It's impossible. They cannot get to those areas. So they're literally going to places where it's easy to get to. The roads, you can pass through those roads and no problems. But there are a lot of areas that are cut off and either take air transport, helicopters or whatever to get to those areas, or some more work done in a speedily manner to clear some of the roads. And then there are roads that are broken. It is, Shireen says 2.3 million compared to just over 100,000. Mobilization will be needed, even though not all of Jamaica got hit. No, didn't get hit, but the amount that got hit, it's terrible. It's terrible. Samaritan's Purse, want to shout them out as well. They're with the mobile hospital. I think what's the name of that country? They sent 300 of their soldiers. So things are happening, but it will not happen overnight. It will not happen overnight, but it's just really, really sad to see, especially the elderly, animals on all of that who died, and lots unaccounted for. It is a rough, tough battle, and I hope that aid will get to the folks as soon as possible, because trust me, to be hungry and can't get water and stuff like that, it's tough. It's tough. So I hope it works out. We're going to continue to keep them in our prayers, whatever we can do from our end, whatever support we can lend. we're certainly going to do that. You know, the Caribbean, it's known for being resilient. We are known for being resilient people. We might be down today, but we sure know how to get up and, you know, put our shoulders to the wheel. And this time will be no different. What it takes in this period is good leadership. And it's just sad that in everything else, we have to put, and it's like dogma. I swear that politics and religion, they're like side by side. They lay side by side in bed. It's like man and woman. You would think by now, in a state of emergency, so many lives lost, so many homes lost, people are displaced, children, elderly, animals, what have you, that people would put down their political lenses and say, you know what? How can we do this together? How can we work hand in hand? How can we make things move for our citizens? Every little thing in it is politics. And it's like, at the end of the day, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Prime Minister of Grenada, the Prime Minister of Barbados, they aren't Jesus Christ. They're human beings. They're flesh and blood like you and me. So sometimes I think like we have to lower the expectations we have. They are mere mortals like we are. It's like we have this high set of expectations of people who are in authority, understanding that yes, they have the authority over them. They have that, you know, but they're still human beings. They're not robots. They're not magicians. They still will make decisions like we do. They still move like we do. They still act like we do. They just have the power of authority in their hands. And I just think sometimes that our expectations, we need to curb our expectations when it comes to people in authority. Because you're hearing people asking, you know, where is Andrew Holness? Where is this? It's like they want the man to be in every single hole. He has to be here. He has to be there. Other people need to step up to the plate. Other members need to step up to the plate. Other MPs need to step up to the plate. Whether council, whether who, mayor, police, everybody needs to step up. It's not a one-man show. It's not a prime minister show at this point in time. It's everybody. Because he already has a lot to deal with, making sure that they get the funds needed, making sure that they gather all the help they can from other partners, other prime ministers, other world leaders, getting all the help that they need, trying to focus on the logistics and all of that. And people still want them to be present. And like I said, you know, in cases of emergency and a disaster, leadership is what really makes or breaks the situation. People want you to be firm. They want you to make sure that you're present. But unfortunately, you cannot be present everywhere. And that is why you have other members in your cabinet. They need to step up. And we see the same thing here as well. It is not a one-man show that everybody, at the end of the day, the buck stops with the prime minister because, I mean, he's leading the charge. But other people need to learn to pull their weight. You need to step up. You need to be present. Find yourself in your constituencies. Find yourself in places where you're needed and not just looking at one person. Pretend like it's campaign season when you go knocking on door to door seeking a vote. Act as though it's campaign season still. Go into the communities and see what your people need. And not just wait until year 4 and then you start coming around sly and want to come and hug and hold babies and hug old people. No. Do the work. That is what you were elected and selected and elected for, to do the work. Not for you to just camera ups, just show up to take pictures and to post. But do the work. We have no problem with you posting long as you're doing the work. People shouldn't be complaining that 3, 4, 5 years in, they can't see you. They only see you when you're passing or when something happened and you make a pass. I swear to God, if I were a politician, 90% of my days will be in my constituency, the other 5 up in the zoo. Because half of the times, what you're doing up in the zoo, you have PS, you have everybody else doing the work for you. If there's something you need to sign, meetings you need to be in, my office will be in my constituency. If I am the minister of road, I am the minister of tree, you will come and find me in my constituency doing my job. I will have my office there, not up in the zoo. So let the people come see you every day. If it means 2 days a week I go up in the zoo, and 3 days I'm in my office, fine. Oh, matter of fact, you don't even need to be up there. 1 day of the week, probably. There's no need to sit down in an air-conditioned office. You could have an air-conditioned office within every constituency. You're supposed to have your office where people can find you, where people can find you, where they can see you, where they know you're forever present. They come knock on that constituency door and you're there. 8 to 4, 9 to 5, unless you have a government business, unless you have parliament, unless you have whatever else. But for my part, I would be in my constituency every single day doing the work that I can do from the zoo. You have a secretary, the PS are in charge of the ministries that they do their work from the zoo. You have your secretary in your office and you do the work. I swear, like I don't understand some of your way of politicking. I swear. In this 2025, gone are the days when you have to change, you have to adapt. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. You have to adapt to meet the needs of your people. And just sitting down one place every day, passing in your vehicle, people just see you passing, and once a week you probably make a pass through, busy. That is not cutting it. That is not cutting it. And some of y'all end up learning that the hard way when the roll is called up yonder and you realize you're not there. Your names are not there. You're not the winner. You lost your seat. Show up. Be there. Be present. You may not be able to fix everything. You may not be able to do everything. But for the most part, you can do something. And a lot of the times, people don't really want you to do everything. People just want to know that you're there. That is the nature of humans. We just crave that sort of attention. We just want to know that your parliamentarian is there. So I have access to him. I can go to her. I can go to him. I can see him or her, and I have to see them on TV or read some news clipping saying they're somewhere. You want to see them. A lot of the time, sometimes you don't really want anything, but you just want to know that they're there. And it's like, I don't know what to tell some of y'all. Like I said, the only way some of you will learn is when the roll call up yonder. And then you're only running around like chicken without head when the bell ring, and you're going to those same people that you were noticeably absent from for 4 years, going to them to ask them to vote for you again when you were not present for them the first time around. Find yourselves in your constituencies. Find out what's going on. How can you better the constituency? Work on your constituency. Even if something like cutting down a tree branch that overhanging over a road is a big deal. Put in some box drain. Work. Let people see that you're working within the constituency, the same place you went for a vote. You're going back again. Work there. Each man. And I mean, Grenada is so small. Sometimes I just wonder why we can't do more. Because we're so small that if each person took full responsibility for their constituency, the development of the constituency, we would see so much growth. Whether you're the Minister of Education, the Minister of Health, the Minister of whatever, that is your overall portfolio. But my thing is, be present for your constituents. Show up. Not once a month or once in a while, but at least 2-3 times a week. And let things find out what they need. Because a lot of time people don't really want things for themselves, People might want like lights in a playing field. They might want a street light in a corner that is dark. They might help you highlight areas that need fixing. And sometimes it's doable. It's not like things that are not doable. It's not like go up in the sky and bring a rocket back or something. But at the end of the day, he said the zoo. Yeah, no. Everybody just can run up in the zoo. There's nothing happening up there. They have people up there doing what they're supposed to do. Come down on the ground and do your work amongst your people. That's all. Anyways, I rest my case. Have a good Monday, everybody. And we shall continue tomorrow. Shireen says, to be honest, in Vancouver, I know my mayor. Do I know who represent my area? No, I don't. I didn't vote, which is why I don't complain. Nevertheless, I understand what you're saying. Because I think about Vancouver, probably the size of half a Grenada. So that's me. But I'm saying for a small place like ours, our constituencies are small. So David, probably the biggest. Our constituencies are small. It is manageable. What is too much, Lydia? Being in the constituency 2-3 days a week? To me, it's more than enough. 3 times a week, and then you spend the rest up in the zoo or doing other government business. But for the most part, they should be present. And you're hearing a lot of complaints that people don't see them. And it's the same thing you're hearing from Jamaica. They're not seeing their people. They're not seeing who they voted for. They're not hearing from them. If you're on the boat to miss all that is all the business, but the word to the wise is sufficient. Do what you all want with it. Our population, right, Sarana, is manageable. It's minute. It's small. Right, we done. Change your clock. Daylight saving time. We're ahead. So if you come late, you snooze, you lose. Have a great Monday, everybody. See y'all tomorrow, same time, same place for another show. I should be having some guests tomorrow, but let me just double check first before telling you anything. I'll post it on my page if they agree. Bye.
Love you like manga. Better you give me some loving. See how far we can go. Imagine it be nice and something. Me say me love you